Welcome back to Civil Engineering Academy. This is Matt, and today we work a problem from the FE Civil Exam. So let's dive in. Which of the following loads would be used to analyze the uplift force at point 2? Then we're given a basic frame structure with several loads applied to it. So to solve this problem, we'd first turn over to the FE Reference Handbook, and at the time of this recording, we're using version 10.2 of the Reference Handbook. But in the structural section of the reference handbook, we don't see anything that would explicitly help us solve this problem. So what we need to do instead is use our engineering judgment and reason through it as we reason through to logically find a solution. So if we look at the structure, we first identify where point 2 is, and we see it's down here. And the next noticeable thing is we have a wind load that's applied to the structure, which causes a lateral force and an overturning moment on the structure, right? And so that overturning moment looks like this, and that's very important to identify that wind force and that it causes the overturning moment. So this overturning moment boils down to an upward force at point 2 and then a downward force at point 1. So we know that the wind load is going to have an effect on the uplift force at point 2 because it causes this upward motion. So we can check that off our list. That's Roman numeral 3. Now we're also given a dead load and a live load that's applied up here. And the uplift force is counteracted by the dead load because the dead load is driving down this column like this to point 2. So the dead load is also involved. The live load, when it's present, its force is also downward in the same direction as the dead load. And it increases, obviously, the magnitude of that downward force. But the live load cannot be used to analyze the uplift force because it is not always present. The live load, remember, represents things in the structure like people or furniture or things like that. So it may not always be present, and it can't be used for the worst case scenario calculation because it's not always present. So we just include the dead load as the force that would be counteracting the uplift force in the worst case scenario. So that leaves us with Roman numeral answer choice 2 eliminated, and Roman numeral choices 1 and 3 being the correct answer. And if we look at the answer choices, that is answer choice C. So it could be a tricky problem. It reminds us to review our uplift forces, dead loads, live loads, overturning, and wind forces that cause a lateral force on the structure. But definitely a problem you could see on the FE Civil Exam. And I hope that helped you. And if you're looking for more practice as you prepare for your FE Civil Exam, head on over to civilengineeringacademy.com and check out our Ultimate Civil FE Review class for more practice, and we'll see you there.